Hey everyone, it's Liam Caddison here, and we're reacting to Angel as we jump into episode 6 of season 3. Looking forward. It was an episode that filled my... Well, it wasn't really an episode that filled my heart, but given who the episode was based around, you get the idea. Because we all love Fred, or at least we all should, because Fred is adorable, she's amazing. And yeah, but it was an episode that was focused a bit on Fred as well as her parents, and yeah, I'm excited to see what unfolds in this episode. I am wondering when Darla is going to emerge in the fold again as well, because there is that, and it's been quite a few episodes really. So yeah, I'm expecting to see some Darla sometime soon, with what is on the way as well with Darla. So yeah, with that said, why don't we jump into episode number 6 of season 3 for Angel. Let's go.
Handling a lethal weapon is a little different than shaking a pom-pom.
Ready! Oh, hey!
Impressed?
How long has you been here? Security brought in about 20 minutes ago. You should have pulled me out of that.
Caught him with a
meeting without
sword.
Anything. What about the family?
Epicness.
And why don't you try listening once in a while instead of constantly flapping that fat mouth of yours?
You weren't exactly.
Rivalry is here.
Hey, Gavin. At least Lindsay knew how to.
Oh my god, what the hell? What the hell, Gavin?
An intimate dinner for two. You won't ask the rest of us to come along.
I don't know. I mean,
Is Wesley feeling for Fred?
was I that obvious?
Yeah! Yes!
I don't think anybody else noticed.
Oh.
She's a rather extraordinary young woman. Still.
You can't save her. This murder happened a week ago.
What?
Why would they show this to me now?
Traffic
What's
was
this?
hell?
Everything. 11:24, 20 minutes before the crime occurred. Look who's there.
Wait. He just left the office, and then
Oh boy.
What?
there was a bit of domestics going on there.
Died because of me.
No.
Yes.
Cordy.
Angel, if he's somehow responsible, then so am I.
You're not the one who broke him
No.
out and put him back on the streets. I did that.
For me.
No,
You did
that's
it to
it. She's
save
gonna be
me.
thinking
Do
this
it
is
again.
all her.
Angel.
Boy's on the loose. You know what he's doing.
It's been brought to my attention.
Holy shit.
God, are you...
I'm fine. You should see the other guy.
I plan to.
Billy never touched me, friend.
That make you feel like a man?
I have never hurt a woman in my life. I just like to watch.
Not anymore.
Oh?
What a
back.
bastard!
Because I don't think so.
Los Angeles Police Department.
Turn around. Slowly.
Please shoot Billy.
You're looking for me. I'll tell you what my problem is. I got a woman here that don't listen.
Oh my god.
My contact...
He lays his whammy on you.
He won't be conscious long enough to try.
He's not there.
Ooh.
I just heard it on the police scanner. The patrol car carrying Billy never made it to the police station. There's been an accident.
Because of Billy. Because this is it. He'll hand himself over because he wants the front row seats.
I feel responsible because he did it to save me. You, who are actually responsible for the entire thing, feel nothing at all because you are a vicious bitch.
So?
Please, I was
Ooh.
you. With better. You know that guy that you hired to hack into my visions? What he did to me?
Yeah, he
You
doesn't
know what
deserve
it
the
felt
fez.
like? He'll beat you down till you stay down because he doesn't even think of you as alive. No woman should ever have to go through that, and no woman strong enough to wear the mantle of vicious bitch would ever put up with it.
Holy damn, that is really
Where is
powerful.
Billy?
Sitting in the back nagging, telling him how to drive. You know the type.
Yeah. Probably had it coming to him.
Yeah, he turned my stomach, buddy.
Get out of here. This
driver who snapped? You're gonna tell me what his last stop was?
Talk to them about appropriate public behavior.
Oh, piss off.
Do you want to? Or should I?
And his sweat or his saliva or even his touch.
Wait.
Speaking of saliva, where's Cordelia?
What do you mean, speaking of saliva?
Wait.
How does saliva make you think
The
of...
sample he
Where's
collected.
Cordelia? So when you say you think she went out, what you mean is you know she went out because you spoke to her.
Well,
Oh no, Wesley.
I did. Yes, I did.
No, no, no.
Coming in here day after day, waving it in my face like this.
What?
You're practically daring me to take it. Is that what you want?
Stop it.
Oh, are we standing now? Is that what we're doing?
This conversation's making me very uncomfortable.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm with you there.
What do you tell a woman who has two black eyes? Nothing you haven't already told her twice.
What the what the hell? No, 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 no. Keep away from them.
Oh, it's such a dog and pony show. You beguile me with your girlish ways.
Wesley, I don't like this Wesley.
But you never give up. Here, honey, eat this. It's just an apple.
The sinisterism just, shakes
That's the problem with your
my
sex.
skin.
You're all weak, and you're all dirty.
No.
And you won't be satisfied until you've brought each and every one of us out of the garden and down into the muck with you! Why do you make me do this?
Oh, frick. Oh my god, I'm sick to my stomach here.
Poor, helpless, battered woman who needs
She's
to
gonna
vent her
kill you.
feelings about the injustice of it all.
No, asswipe. I'm here to send you back.
Yes! The queen is here.
So you can dress like a man, talk like a man? Does that make you feel superior?
I want to strangle
Actually, I'm
him.
feeling superior because I have an arrow pointed at your jugular. And the irony of using a phallic-shaped weapon, not lost on me.
You don't have the nerve to do it.
Yeah, I do, which is why I'm gonna waste this piece of garbage myself.
Angel! You can't hurt me.
No, I won't hurt her.
No, 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 no! Oh my god. Well,
Plan B is the one where if you don't stop whining, I bash in your...
oh, here we go.
Oh, God.
Just, can this stop?
Cordy,
Kill
get out of
him.
here.
No,
Cordelia,
I can't.
get out! Not your problem. You know what your real problem is? Guys like him!
Woo! Woo!
Because you got no power over me.
Eat shit, you gelatinous parasite.
Take this and knock me out. Knock...
She doesn't mean to, but they genuinely don't mean. Come on, Angel. Oh, is she gonna get Angel? Because... yes! End that pathetic piece. Hyla.
You were right about me liking dark places to hide in.
Fred. Honey.
But you forgot I also like to build things.
Oh! Oh my god, that...
That's something I lost a long time ago.
It's kind of like an immunity, I guess.
I never hated my victims. I never
killed out of anger. It was always about the pain and the pleasure.
Huh. So I guess you could say that your demonness makes you less petty than human.
I'm so sorry.
Wesley, you gotta come back to work.
How can I?
What do you mean?
He feels so much
How can you
guilt.
not? You're the boss. We need you.
Someday.
Do you want to kill me?
God, no.
It wasn't something in you, Wesley. It was something that was done to you.
I don't know what kind of man I am anymore.
Well, I do.
You're a good man at heart. Oh boy. Well, I was not expecting that episode. Oh well, I wasn't braced for being emotional, but you know, yeah, so, I mean, it was really good, that episode. Like, the writing and everything was done really well. It's just that, you know, with abuse and the misogynistic, hatred that goes on, it just makes you really uncomfortable, so, yeah, I don't want to, like, you know, take out that I hated this episode. Like, I thought it was a good episode. Just, you know, abuse is, and that it's never a comfortable subject for me. So, okay. So yeah, I don't know where to start with this because it was a fantastic episode. We'll get that out. We'll get that out there right away. It was a great episode. Just, you know, with subjects like that, with domestic violence, with misogyny, it does turn your stomach, especially Billy and how he kept, you know, belittling women, and how, you know, he said stuff like, "I don't want to hurt women. I like to watch." It just turns your stomach. And seeing how he impacted on bringing out, I guess, the vicious, the darker sides of Gunn and Wesley. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta say, I gotta commend this show for being, like, they didn't sugarcoat the aspect of abuse and misogyny, and they didn't sugarcoat the themes whatsoever. Even to the point where there's little resolve. Like, it's not a happy ending for Wesley. It's not something that he can forget. He broke down knowing what he did, which does reflect well on you know, abuse in general, because even if you're no longer, like, connected to the abuser, the scars are still going to be there. I know I can say from experience, like, I've gone through abuse myself, and, you know, even after the connection is no longer there, it's still with you, it still hurts. So I like the fact that, you know, we ended the episode, it wasn't all water under the bridge or whatever. If anything, it might sting a lot more for Wesley, and it might impact him severely. Because that's not in heart, that's not what he wants. That's not what he wanted to do. But he worries that there is that side of him that has always that's been there, locked so far away, that was unraveled because of Billy. So, but that's not Wesley. That is not who he is, and that's not who he wants to be. He wants to be the person who does want to care for Fred. But I mean, not to say that Wesley doesn't have like a dark side, because we've seen, especially as of lately, he can be very, very harsh. But to think that Wesley could act like he did for the second part of this episode on his own terms, I don't think, that is something that he could ever do. But, he's worried that that's always been a thing for that's, a part of him. How could he act like that, even like Billy awoken something? So yeah. It was just really, really, yeah. I mean, I'm very, very like, it's a episode that I'm very I don't know. That's really made me uncomfortable, and it's shaken me quite a bit because of the fact about how horrifying this is. And it's heartbreaking that this is a thing that happens quite a bit in today's world. It shouldn't happen, but there are monsters like Billy out there who have no empathy whatsoever, who enjoys this and can practically burn in hell, again, for his sake. But you know what? It should be tormenting to the point where he loses the will to live, because people like him, I could never understand. Like, I could never. So yeah, I'm just getting a bit emotional, like, even speaking about this, because it's a very difficult subject, and I know that, this was more focused on women being abused, because the truth is women do get abused a lot more than men. But I can relate from my own experiences, and yeah, it just does make you uncomfortable seeing what happens to women be translated. It's done really, really well, and that's it. That's it. I applaud the fact that there was so much courage taken to convey something as harrowing like this. Like, it's a very, very difficult subject to fathom, and that's one thing you got to applaud this episode for, is or the show for, is how they didn't sugarcoat it. In my opinion, they showed how very, very traumatizing this can be. And like, we even saw Lila, like, after her attack from Gavin, we saw the bruises that she suffered. And there was that amazing speech from Cordelia that really blew me away, where she talked about how where Cordy talked about how she doesn't want Lila to prioritize her job over her well-being, because that isn't the case. Yes, Lila can be problematic. She can be at the thorn in Angel Investigation's side, but she doesn't deserve to go through this. So no one does. So yeah, and that's it. Billy was happy enough to allow this. He doesn't care. He won't lose sleep at night, not one bit, and that's it. But I also really appreciated this episode for doing something really incredible, and that's showcasing the females to have that power. I mean, I was so hopeful that Angel would do something, but honestly, Lila shooting Billy was better than Angel killing uh, Angel killing Billy, because there is that strength in women, and that's it. Women aren't lesser; they're powerful. They are strong, and I feel like with Fred, Cordy, and Lila having their own moments to shine to show that power, it's really fitting, because um that's it. Women are not what Billy sees. Women are strong, they are powerful, and they have worth. So it was just really good. Like, you even saw Fred have that confidence. Like, she was I can tell that she was a bit worried and whatnot, given the ordeal that she's had to suffer. Not just that though, but on top of Pylea as well. But the amount of confidence she mustered when she was about to knock Wesley out with the fire extinguisher was just speaking volumes of power, because she's just had to suffer that ordeal of Wesley. Like, I'm sure she knows that deep down this isn't Wesley. Especially with the conversation that took place with them talking about Billy's blood, etc., and how, yeah. But it's still a harrowing experience to go through, and you just got to admire the amount of courage, because, that's it. Women they are strong, and that's what I really applaud this episode for, is showing that all the women had their moments to shine. Honestly, I thought the sword thing that was going to come back um, into practice, because we had that in the beginning, where Cordy was practicing with the sword, so that could have been applied. Honestly, though, because Cordy had a powerful moment, Fred had a powerful moment, and, well, I think that came after Lila shot. It all makes sense that Lila deserves her powerful moment as well. So I am glad that the sword thing didn't come back into fruition, but there was more than, I guess, the practical thing to take into accountability. It's the fact that Cordy was preparing to defend herself, and there we go. Like, she had that power when she spoke with confidence about aiming the crossbow thing at Billy's neck. So, and the amount of power she had when she stood up against him. So yeah, she did stood up for herself. So, like I said, I'm really glad that Lila, Fred, and Cordy had their moments of power. So yeah, and there is a little something that I did think, and I don't know if this is stretching a bit, but it does. Sadly, it does, like, connect to abuse. And it's the fact there are little traces of Cordy blaming herself. Jeez, I don't know. Like, this is, yeah. There are little traces of Cordy blaming herself. Yeah, this is getting a bit difficult for me. No, I'm all good. Okay. Because, while some look at blaming herself, thinking that if it wasn't for me and whatnot, this would never have happened. Given the theme of the episode, one can also think about what Cordy is saying as viewing it. That, like, there are cases where the victims will blame themselves for something they never did. That is the sad reality of abuse. Like, obviously, I think there was more heavier emphasis on the decision that was made in terms of save Cordy, or yeah, because this was a continuation of episode 2. But given the theme of the episode, there are sometimes the case where victims will blame themselves, and over something that they never did. They have there is that feeling that, you know, the victim is powerless. So I feel like there are little sprinkles shedded there over that matter, but yeah, this was a really, really powerful episode, and honestly went into a direction that I never thought, like, that I was not anticipating for this episode. Like, abuse, and yeah, abuse is always something that's a very, very a difficult pill for me to swallow, because it's just really, really painful. And, you know, as someone who has been abused himself, it's something that, you know, kind of opens up small memories. So yeah, but not just that though, but, you know, I just think about how this is a present day issue, and how wrong it is, and how some people operate just is something that I will never be able to fathom, because there are this is what, you know, every time I talk about how in Angel there are sometimes people who are more demonic than the demons themselves. This is one of those aspects. There are a few aspects what people perform in terms of what makes them the monsters, but this is one of them. It's how shallow and how hateful people can be, especially to women. And it's just really, really monstrous. And this is one of the examples of what I mean about how there are demons who are a lot more benevolent than some humans out there. So, but yeah, and honestly, I feel like there are also little traces as well with Wesley, and the abuse that went on there, especially because I think there was hints regarding his father being abusive in, I think it was I Got You Under My Skin. I think that was the episode. Those were little traces there of hints, especially with what was being said regarding Wesley's father. So it's not only the fact that he's hurt Fred, and that's not him at his core, but it's also the fact that he might be reflecting on his father, which hurts him so much. So yeah, but yeah, Billy got what he deserved. No, yeah, he got what he deserved. Yeah, he did. He did. I was so happy to see him dead, because he deserves it. He's a piece of shit. He's garbage. He's a parasite. There we go. But yeah, this was a fantastic episode, and I'm sorry if I got a bit emotional in this review. It's like I said, this is always a subject that that cuts deep for me, and I did like the fact that this episode wasn't so subtle when it comes to the theme of the episode. That's what I'm talking about. This episode didn't sugarcoat anything regarding the theme. And, you know, for the actors, this is going to be a very hard experience, because it's a very, very painful subject to touch upon. And you know, translating that to, you know, TV can be a bit daunting, because not only is it something that is a very, very painful experience to translate, but also you don't want to you want to make sure you translate to the viewers how scary this experience can be. You have to nail it, because this is it. With abuse, some people just don't understand how nightmarish it can be. I thought Alexis did superb. Like, he really did scare me with his portrayal. So yeah, but this was episode 6 of season 3 of Angel. I don't think I've got anything else to say apart from Billy. Yeah. He is a piece of shit. Screw him. Might be one of my most hated characters in the Buffyverse, so because of who he is. So yeah, but this was a great episode of a greatly done episode of Angel. It was uncomfortable for me to watch, but that doesn't make this episode bad. It was, like I said, it's just something that's very uncomfortable as a subject to talk about. And I think, my review, because I almost choked up at one bit talking about it in my review. But yeah, what a fantastic episode of Angel. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You guys take care now. See you guys next time. Toodles!